Hello everyone, welcome to Weekend Regal channel. Today we are in Pskov, so I hope you stay with me and enjoy it. If you're ready, let's get started. Though a bit unkempt and let's say quite provincial as a city, Pskov, in my opinion, is perhaps one of the most underappreciated and underrated places in Russia, particularly in its northern part. Why did it happen? That's majorly due to the fact that the history of Pskov is quite similar to the one of Novgorod. Both cities were part of the Hanseatic League, both were independent self-governed cities, and both suffered greatly from invaders from Sweden and Lithuania and all those northern states. And their history is quite interconnected and interdependent. At the time, Pskov was under Novgorod's protectorate, but that changed. The reason why? Let's see. Actually, one of the reasons why Pskov separated from Novgorod and became its own sovereign city is the fact that the local elites strived for more power. Novgorod was fighting with Sweden. The locals, the Pskovians, were fighting with Livonian order. Understandable. People are mostly preoccupied with themselves, but there was another, more interesting reason. Some people ask, why bother visiting Pskov when you can see almost everything the same in Novgorod? I mean, Hanseatic Lake, check. Trade, exporting goods from Europe back and forth, check. Sort of Kremlin, check. But that's not a simple Kremlin. It's one of the 5 defense walls which existed around the city. Now only 3 remain, and those walls, they made Pskov such a true medieval citadel. Because what you've seen in Novgorod the Great is like, the old walls were destroyed, they were rebuilt, and the Kremlin there actually reminds a bit of the Moscow one. This Kremlin, or Krom as it is known, is a tower, a castle, a citadel. And it's awesome because if you look into the history of this place, only in 15th century this city withstood 26 attempts to seize it under control, and nobody did. Nobody. Tartars couldn't, Intervents couldn't. I'm not even speaking about Lithuanian orders and their numerous attempts to seize the place in 15th century, because you know what, with those walls and with those people living here, it was can't happen. The Kremlin wall was the last line of the city's defense. Actually, there used to be 5 of them, and the remnants of the inner 3 can still be found all around the city. Actually, I want to climb one of them, so don't judge me harshly. It's our history, and it's wicked. Yeah, I finally climbed the wall. Of course, it is a bit unkempt and covered in graffiti, but see, quite not so high. Actually, you have to be careful with your head when you're climbing the walls. Just look how wide they are. It's like, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 4 meters. And take into account that it's not Smolensk, it's not only one wall. There used to be 5 of them, and now only 3 remain. One of them is Kremlin, and 2 others are just like this, small pieces, as you can see in the background. Another one, and another one, and those are all parts of one's great and impenetrable walls, which is cool, don't you think? Pskov is a struggler, a warrior, a survivor, from Tartars through wars with Livonians and Polish until the First and Second World War. It struggled and survived. I've been thinking that it is quite peculiar for some visitors that we have so many monuments to the hero city in the European part of Russia, but unfortunately, I think most of us wish it had never been like that, because this is one of the painful reminders of how many people were lost during the Second World War, how many cities were destroyed, how many women and men suffered. Nothing pompous and heroic about being the hero city. Being the hero city means having bled and suffered for your country. That's all. But to end this video positively, let me say that Pskov is truly a marvelous, beautiful city. There are lots of beautiful houses, architectural styles here, lots of Lenin statues and old walls if you are into that, lots of weird monuments, sculptures, lots of reminders of the wars this city struggled with, and lots of positive stuff like cafeteria, for example. My personal favorite is Traveler's Coffee. If you come there, just eat a lunch and then return as soon as you can to the railway station, because we have a next trip to go to. See ya!